In this video, we will cover preparing your products for FBA, preparing your items for your first delivery or shipment into the Amazon Fulfillment Center. In this video, we will cover prepping, labeling, and packing your products properly, the difference between individually versus case-packed products, and selling sets of items. So let's get right into it. So labeling, Amazon runs off barcoding. So if you're going to want to make sure that you have barcodes on your products. If not, you will be charged a label service fee if the product is eligible for that. But basically, each one of your products will need a barcode. You have three options. You have the manufacturer's barcode, which is your UPC code that's on the back of retail packaging or on the front of retail packaging. If that's the case, no prep is needed. Don't need to do anything special there. You just go ahead and put that in the box. If your product does not have a manufacturer's barcode, you're going to want to print and apply Amazon provided barcodes yourself. So these are going to be typically on a 30 up type of label. Those are really easy to buy anywhere and print with any kind of printer. And when you go through the shipment inbound process, which we'll cover in a later video, we'll show you how to print those labels out. The last option is if your product qualifies, you can use Amazon's FBA label service. This is a fee to do per label, and we'll kind of show you now how to do that quickly. If you're in your manage FBA inventory and you're ready to send some products, let's say you're sending this book here, we'll go ahead and send and replenish the inventory. And we'll say we're sending, let's say 10 books. We'll click continue, and you could say who right here. It says who preps. You can choose Amazon, and you'll have to agree to the terms, and you can take a look at the prep service fees from here. And this is, again, if you do not want to label them yourselves. Amazon is transparent with the prep service fees. There is a matrix here that shows by category and size what the prep and labeling looks like. So we'll keep a link in the video or below the video to link to this page so you can take a look at those specific pieces. Prepping. You'll want to make sure that the products are prepared properly, of course. They want to be e-commerce ready. Some items require wrapping, bagging, taping. It depends on the category and the type of product. We'll keep a link in the below the video on the prep guidelines. Amazon does a really good job on being transparent and upfront with what needs to happen. For instance, if you're sending some kind of liquid, you'll want to either make sure that it's in a bag or taped on top of the cap so it doesn't spill during shipment. But we'll keep that link below the video. Optionally, you can have Amazon do prep for you on some of the categories. We kind of showed you that chart here just a second ago on how that looks. And again, it varies based on the product category and product size. The next slide here is the difference between individual and case-packed products. It's important to understand what the difference is here because it could cost you money if you don't. So let's first do the definition and understand some examples of what each one would be. So an individual item is defined by Amazon as each box will contain one or more products of varying quantities and conditions. And a side note there, may be required to send to multiple locations. Let's explain that. So let's first start with individual items. Let's say I am selling books. I have 10 different books. I want to have those 10 different books ship at once to Amazon. That would be classified as an individual item. When I go to send those 10 books to Amazon, and go through the shipping plan, Amazon may require me to send those books to different locations, meaning if I'm sending 10 books, Amazon might say send 5 books to this location and 5 books to the other location. So that would require 2 different shipments, 2 different boxes, and that costs more money, obviously, than a case-packed product where you're only sending it to one location. So let's go right into the case-packed products. So case-packed products definition by Amazon is all product in a box will be the same, have the same SKU, and be in the same condition. A lot of people don't look at that last piece, the same condition, so you don't want to sell used and new in the same case-packed product box. So let's say I have, let's say books again. I have 10 of the same book. They're same condition. They're all new, brand new. When I choose to send those into Amazon, I'll choose the case-packed option. And when I do that, Amazon will allow me to send that one box of 10 books directly into one warehouse, saving me money on inbound freight, etc. So important to understand the individual items in the case-packed products, the difference between the two, and how you can possibly plan your inbound shipping to be as efficient as possible and save on inbound freight. In the inbound workflow, I'll go back here, delete this plan, create a new one. We'll cover this when we go and do our sending our first FBA shipment in detail. On the top of the screen, you'll see one of the very first things it asks is it individual products or case-packed products. So that's where you would select those items. The last item that we'll cover today is selling sets. When selling sets, you'll want to make sure that there is a clear visible label saying sold as set when shipping into the Amazon Fulfillment Center, or it is possible that those could be separated and cause a terrible customer experience, bad reviews, a refund, etc. A set is defined as more than one item that's bundled together. So let's say you are selling a collection of encyclopedia. So you have volumes 1 through 10. Those are 10 books, but they are sold as sets. You'll want to make sure that those are wrapped together in some kind of bundling process when you box them up. And also, you'll want to make sure that there is a label on that bundle that says sold as set, so a fulfillment center worker or associate does not tear those apart and think those are individual items. So you'll want to make sure that, again, you'll have a sold as set label on that product. And that covers your preparation of products being sent into FBA. As always, if you have any questions specifically, you can email us at support@fbauniversity.co or visit our website at fbauniversity.co.